What it do, homie? So we're going all the way back and then back some more. Another Hatsune Miku song, Triple Baka, right? Triple Idiot, by Sky Moon Black. Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up. Japanese? Or we got English? Yeah, English subtitles.
知らない間に眠って現れた忙しいのに甘えながら寄せる言葉に誘われ本気で釣られた
You know what's interesting is that compared to today, given the context of these lyrics, compared to today, right, with doom scrolling, the introduction of the social media apps, it's ever so true right now with everything that Hatsune is saying right now, right? Like to a dangerous degree. I'm trying to think about in 2012. Of course, we had social media and everything. Well, I guess doom scrolling has been around for a very long time, but it's what it almost kind of sounds like. Also, man, this retro sound right here. This had to have been a ringtone or something. It could be a ringtone. At the beginning part. Oh yeah. This is taking me back to more simpler times, right? When I was let's see, high school, right? High school. I graduated high school in 2009. And I was pretty much for the most part like a band geek or whatnot, if you will. Code on the saxophone. My musical background is jazz. You know what I'm saying? Coldest person, not so much anymore, right? But back then, yeah, coldest person, won't nobody touch me. And the reason why I bring it up is because for the most part, I was pretty much your average nerd, your casual nerd. And me and my good friend, we would spend the night and we'd order like a bunch of candy, gummy worms, sour candy, and we would play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, like a ton of Yu-Gi-Oh, and some Nintendo 64, maybe some PlayStation. We would play that and everything. And the reason why I bring this up is because even though this was in 2012 and what I'm talking about was like back in 2008 or 7, we used to listen to a lot of like retro techno, you know what I mean? Even in a hard style. And this song is kind of giving me those vibes, right? It's really transporting me back. And I know some of you guys probably listen to this song over and over and over again. So the fact that I'm even reacting to this is already giving you nostalgia and everything, probably going crazy. But I like this purely for just how low def that it sounds like, right? Compared to today's music. That happens to me a whole bunch of times, guys, like so much. Even when I sometimes I struggle even to get reactions out and everything, because I know I got sit here and because of the way that I react, I know that it's going to be sometimes, depending on what I react to, it's mental gymnastics. It really is. And because I'm listening to something, I'm trying to critically listen and point out things. I do my best to try to add some value to the videos I'm reacting to, as opposed to just sitting here and staring and saying that's cool. I think that's what every reactor should be doing. But then I get my motivation, because I'm just like, I just got off work, you know what I'm saying? I just dealt with my kids, I just put them down, and then my wife and everything, just took care of her. And I'm like, bro, I really don't have the mental capacity to be looking at anything right now. Like my brain is just so smoked and everything. So the motivation just flies out. But so far I've been able to sit down and actually do it. And a lot of that is because I really enjoy doing these type of things. So those of you who want to start a YouTube channel, make sure your passion leads first, and then everything else will follow. Then it won't feel like a job. Traditional and digital artists. This harmonization right here, beautiful. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why did that go so hard? Why did that? What? Oh no. Yo, when you really, all right, hold on, bro. When you really think about it, like what just happened? Sometimes, man, sometimes it's the absurd. You know what I mean? Imagine you sitting there writing a song and you're trying to think about your lyrics and you're just like, bro, I'm just going to say, oh, and I'm going to do that like 4 times. I'm going to do 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, bro. You know, if you sitting there and you co-producing or co-writing with somebody else and be like, bro, why are you going to do that? Why don't you add some substance and everything? And they just sitting there like, trust me, it's going to go hard and people going to go crazy, right? Look how many views it got. That's 10 million. Come on now. I know that was everybody's favorite part. Come on now. What? And I don't understand why that went so hard, right? Sometimes you can get listener fatigue whenever you're listening to music. Like if something plays for so long, like a high pitch something, it fatigues your ears. But I don't know. There's something about that was just so pleasing. Right? It might just be the chopped up vocals, but why did that work? Why did that work? Well, solo time. Animation is fire too. You know, and honestly, with the way that ended, with that guitar tone at the end, that's 100% like an anime opening. Who's on this? There's no description or anything. So I know this was uploaded on 2012. You know what I mean? But sometimes that doesn't. Sometimes that don't always mean that's when. Actually, is this an original song? There's not. Hatsune Miku and Neru. Okay, so it was 3 of them. I'm trying to, the last triple Baka video. Yellow. I'm kind of, oh yes, my favorite instrument, phone. Okay, I was trying to get some information if this is the person who made it or not. I'm not really too sure. You never know, because sometimes the upload date doesn't always mean that's when the original song was released. So I would appreciate some more information about this, unless it's exactly as it seems. Dave's out.